You have hot hands in there?
Why y'all didn't tell
That's
me it was
great.
gonna be this cold?
You keep the hot hands in there.
No, I can't do it. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
What's up, big man?
Marcus, good to see
You
you.
all right?
Yeah, man, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you don't look too cold.
No, I'm all right now. Just got off the bus. We got the heat pumping. So give me 2-3 minutes out here. I'll be back freezing.
We were talking about 2014 was the last time LSU was up here. Same kind of temperature, 30 degrees.
Yeah.
17 nothing, shutout.
Yep.
Might be some similarities.
It's weird, man. Arkansas is a weird opponent for LSU. I can speak from experience. It's just a tough place to play. The environment is tough, and you never, like, it's always been the case where you say they good, but they really not. They shouldn't be as good as we are, right? And then you get on the field, you realize how physical they play. You realize the things that they're doing are hurting you, and then you get to the fourth quarter, and you're only up 3, and you're like, man, they got a chance to win this game. We'll see. They've struggled this year, and you guys know me. I shoot straight from the hip. The difference is this year is I can identify guys right now on Arkansas team that are the McFaddens of the world or the Felix Jones of the world. They usually have, Rakeem Boyd is probably the closest, but they usually have 2 or 3 of those guys that you say they can play on any team in the SEC. They'll be. I watched Trey Flowers the other night go crazy in New England. I just don't see that right now. A game is good, but not dominant. So we'll see what happens, man. Chad has been dialing up some nice plays, though, and you can see the beginning stages of him trying to implement his plan. I think right now it's just the talent is not where he needs it to be to really do what he wants to do.
Marcus, you mentioned playing against LSU. You were on that team in 2002 that lost that Miracle on Markham game. Do LSU players consider Arkansas a rival?
Yeah and no, because here's the thing with me. With rivalries, you got to be good for an extended period of time for that game to even be in that realm, right? It means a lot. For example, it means a lot to people in Tennessee and Alabama. But to me, to you and your age, that's not a rivalry. Bama gonna go beat Tennessee and then they'll go to the next game. LSU, 8 years, they've lost to Alabama. That's becoming not a rivalry. That's becoming Alabama beating LSU every year. So it just depends. But I know when I was in school, this was a rivalry. Because this team went to the SEC championship. It was battles every time we played them. Big Sean Andrews and Jason Peters played tight end for Arkansas. Can you believe that? He going to the Hall of Fame as a tackle. He was the tight end. Him and Sean Andrews were like 700 pounds, and I had to try to get around them. So right now I wouldn't call it that. But with that being said, we know we've seen what this game can be like once both of these teams are playing at their highest level. I just don't consider it a rival right now because it's been too up and down.
So Tommy Tuberville went on Feinbaum earlier this week and talked about how Alabama's kind of hurting the SEC and ruining college football. Do you think Alabama's dominance has hurt this conference as a whole?
I don't know where that comes from. I totally disagree with anybody that says that. What is every school trying to do in this conference? Win championships, and they trying to win national championships, and they trying to consistently do it. Why you think all these new facilities being built? Why you think recruiting is so crazy in the SEC? I'm with it. You like to see teams win, and you do all of that, but I'm a big NBA guy. I love the NBA. I love college basketball. It's great to see those freshmen for Duke the other night. The difference in college basketball is you don't know who's gonna win. You get the team from Chicago last year that knock off the #1 team in Virginia, and then the tournament go. In football, people have to understand how hard it is to do what Nick Saban's been doing. It's every year there are 13 schools in this conference trying to build to get ahead of you, and he's managed to stay ahead. Is the Golden State Warriors in the NBA bad for the NBA? No, they sell out every game. So I think this is fatigue is a thing, and people might get tired of the narrative of Alabama being the team. But until then, it was just like last week when LSU fans was conspiracy theorying about Devin White in the league office. I said, look, I didn't have these conversations about Bama when I was in school. We beat them 3 out of 4 years. So there was no conspiracies going on. So just you got to go out and play the game. You got to build a team to beat them. And until then, I'm going to enjoy it.
Mentally, what LSU team do you think will show up tomorrow night?
That's the biggest question for me, D. It's been a hangover factor from Alabama. The thing that I noticed with Old, even in his interim, he was able to get these guys motivated going down the stretch. They had just came off that loss. So we'll see, man. But to beat 3, and now trying to get in the playoffs at 2 losses. And the playoff has done that. Now, you talk about Bama fatigue. The one thing that has really polarized college football and kind of took a little sting out of it is when you find out who the 4 teams going to be with 3 weeks left in the season. That's tough. But when it comes to their motivation, I really, that's the makeup of who they are. And I don't know that. I don't know that. We haven't seen that. They came off a difficult loss to Florida and responded and beat Georgia at home. So maybe you pull energy from that. But with that being said, man, that was a lot on the line last week. And then you come play Arkansas, who you might not respect because of the film and the record and all of that. And you sleepwalk in here, and we've seen what happened when you sleepwalk in Arkansas. Like, I'm an LSU fan after I get done with my job. When you come in here sleepwalking, you get beat. That's the tendency of what happens. So, we'll see, man. We'll see. But the psychology of the team right now will be 100% magnified as opposed to how they would respond after the Florida loss. Because they were going home. It was Georgia who was ranked top 5 in the country. Everything to play for. You get a seat back. Now you play Arkansas with 2 wins on the season. We just lost the big game to set our course into the national championship. It'll be interesting to see how they respond. Y'all cold?
A little bit.